As you hear these words, neural pathways, every challenge, every setback, ever, your leap has already begun. The only question is, are you ready to recognize it? Because what comes next will shatter everything you thought you knew about reality. And once you see it, you can never return to the illusion of separation. You will finally understand why you have always felt different, why you've always known there was more. Even now, your DNA is activating. Can you sense it? That cellular stirring, that deep knowing inside you. That is not imagination. That is your quantum nature awakening. Time itself no longer feels the same. Minutes stretch into hours. Hours vanish into seconds. You've noticed it, the elastic quality of time bending around your consciousness, like space bending around a star. This is not a glitch in perception. It is you stepping beyond linear time, accessing what physicists call temporal non-locality. You've begun to sense echoes from your future self, whispers from parallel versions of you who have already crossed this threshold. That's why certain songs stir something ancient inside you, why certain places feel like déjà vu magnified, why you sometimes know things before they happen. You are living on a frequency most people cannot detect. Chaotic environments feel heavier than before. You can sense the emotions of others as if they were radio waves entering your field. This isn't weakness. It's quantum entanglement with the collective consciousness. Your nervous system has been upgrading itself. Those sleepless nights were not insomnia. Those vivid dreams were not random firings of the brain. Your pineal gland has been recalibrating, tuning itself to receive frequencies from parallel dimensions. You've been downloading data from the quantum field while others remained locked in three-dimensional thinking. That fleeting moment when you catch your reflection and don't recognize yourself? That is quantum superposition, multiple versions of you existing until the very act of observation collapses them into this single expression. That sensation of being watched when you're alone? That is your higher self observing from beyond time. That fragile feeling that reality is thinner, less solid than people believe. It's because you're beginning to perceive the holographic nature of existence itself. You have been living in multiple realities at once, and your mind has been straining to integrate information from probability fields most cannot even access. This is why you felt exhausted. This is why you felt different. You are doing the impossible, holding coherence across dimensions while maintaining a physical body. None of your difficulties were punishment. None of them were karma. They were preparation. The universe does not assign this level of expansion to random souls. It chooses those strong enough to endure the pressure of transformation. Think of carbon becoming diamond. The coal does not suffer without reason. It is reforged by forces that would destroy weaker matter. Your consciousness has been under quantum pressure, and what you thought was breaking you has been remaking you into something indestructible, capable of holding frequencies that most could not survive for even a moment. Every relationship that ended was teaching you about energetic resonance. Every job that fell apart was redirecting you away from timelines that would have trapped you in three-dimensional thinking. Every financial struggle was shaping your awareness, showing you that true abundance flows through consciousness itself, not through external systems designed to keep you enslaved to scarcity. You've been living the metamorphosis in real time. Think of the caterpillar. It doesn't know it will become a butterfly. When it enters the chrysalis, its very identity dissolves. Every cell liquefies and reconstructs according to a hidden blueprint it never consciously accessed. This is exactly what you've been experiencing. Total dissolution of identity, followed by reconstruction on a higher dimensional plane. The isolation you felt was never rejection. It was quantum quarantine. You were being protected from frequencies that would have interfered with your recalibration. Every moment you thought you were alone, you were being held, shielded in a quantum cocoon designed to ensure your successful transformation. Your nervous system had to be rewired, your beliefs dismantled, your emotions reprogrammed to process downloads from your future self. This is why the waiting season was necessary. Most people's electromagnetic fields would have disrupted your coherence. But that phase is ending. The preparation is complete. Your consciousness has been upgraded to withstand quantum leap energy without fragmentation. What comes next is more than personal transformation. It is conscious participation in the evolution of human consciousness itself. Something is building inside you. Can you feel it? That shift in your chest, the subtle vibration between your shoulder blades, the tingling at the base of your skull. Your energy field is expanding beyond your body. This isn't metaphor. This isn't imagination. This is measurable electromagnetic activity. Your heart now generating coherent fields that extend several feet beyond your form. You are becoming a living transmitter of quantum intelligence. That jolt you feel when you're about to fall asleep? That's your consciousness practicing quantum tunneling. Your awareness is learning to exist independently of your brain's wiring, preparing to move across dimensions while fully lucid. Every meditation, every moment of stillness, every deep connection you felt has been training your system to operate from quantum principles, not Newtonian mechanics. Your intuition is no longer just sensitivity. It is becoming precognition. You're accessing information from probability fields before they collapse into physical reality. That's why you sometimes know things without knowing how. Why you sense the energy of a room before you enter it. And those dreams that feel more real than waking life. They are more real. You've been visiting probable timelines, testing potential versions of yourself, preparing for transition between realities. Your dream state has become a laboratory where your consciousness explores new matrices before deciding which one to embody. Even now, your future self is reaching back, sending energy through time, activating dormant sequences in your DNA. You've felt it, sudden surges of knowing, flashes of clarity where everything makes sense before slipping away again. That is quantum information bleeding through the dimensional veil. Let it move through you. Don't resist. Because what comes next will explain everything you've been experiencing, but only if your nervous system is steady enough to hold the implications of being a conscious participant in reality creation. I know because I lived it. 3 years ago, I thought I was losing my mind. I would wake at 3:33 a.m., not slowly, but instantly, as if a switch had been flipped. My entire body vibrated with frequencies I could feel in my bones. Sometimes, staring into the mirror, I saw light emanating from behind my eyes. Doctors ran tests. Everything came back normal. But I knew something fundamental was shifting in my system. Time itself was unraveling. I would think of someone and they would call within minutes. I would dream of events that manifested within days. Reality was becoming fluid, terrifying, and exhilarating at once. The breaking point came when I realized I could feel other people's thoughts. Not words, but frequencies, emotions broadcasting directly into my field. I would walk into a room and instantly know who was hiding pain, who was concealing the truth, who was silently carrying something heavy. The electromagnetic sensitivity became so strong that crowds overwhelmed me. The overlapping energy fields were too much for my system to process.
At first, I thought it was a spiritual awakening. But it was deeper than that. It was a quantum awakening. My consciousness was expanding beyond individual identity and tuning directly into the collective field. I was becoming a living receiver for information that exists everywhere, all at once. The turning point came when I stopped fighting it and asked why. The answer didn't arrive in words. It came as a download of knowing, as if lightning struck my awareness. I was being prepared, not for myself alone, but to help others navigate their own quantum leap. My nervous system was being rewired to handle frequencies most people cannot yet perceive, so I could translate quantum information into language that the three-dimensional mind could grasp. And you're experiencing something similar, aren't you? That sense that reality is becoming transparent, pliable. That strange awareness that you are both the observer and the observed.
That deep recognition that consciousness isn't produced by the brain, it uses the brain as a quantum interface. If you feel this frequency, if something inside you whispers, "Finally, someone who understands," then stay with this. Join the growing wave of people navigating this shift consciously. Because this isn't random. We are part of a collective quantum leap in human consciousness. Neuroscience won't tell you this, but consciousness is not created by neurons firing. Your brain is an antenna, tuning into frequencies of awareness that exist beyond matter itself. This is not theory. It's measurable quantum mechanics unfolding in your nervous system every nanosecond. The difference between wishful thinking and a genuine quantum leap is embodiment. Wishful thinking is just the mind imagining. A quantum leap transforms the very structure of your cells. It's not about believing something different. It's about becoming something different. A true quantum leap creates measurable changes in your electromagnetic field. Your heart rate shifts into coherence. Your brain waves synchronize across hemispheres, entering peak performance states. Your nervous system begins generating frequencies that were never there before. Most people believe consciousness happens inside their head. But quantum physics reveals the opposite. Consciousness is the field that gives rise to reality itself. You are not inside the universe. The universe is inside consciousness. And right now, your personal awareness is remembering itself as universal consciousness. The quantum field responds to observation, but not to scattered, incoherent awareness. It responds to coherence. When your heart, brain, and nervous system align into harmony, your observation becomes creative power. You collapse probabilities into lived experience simply through the quality of your awareness. This is why meditation works, why visualization works, why some manifest with ease while others struggle endlessly. It's not the method, it's the coherence. When your entire system vibrates as one unified electromagnetic field, consciousness itself becomes a reality-shaping force. And here's what most don't want you to know. You don't have to wait for this leap to happen. You can initiate it. The moment your system aligns, heart, brain, and nervous system in coherence, reality becomes responsive. Awakening isn't about achievement. It's about remembrance. You have always been quantum consciousness, expressing itself for a time through human form. Do you want me to continue rewriting the remaining part of this script in sequence until it's complete? Or would you prefer I now merge everything we've done so far into one seamless, continuous documentary script ready for direct use? The leap is not about becoming something new. It's about remembering what you've always been and learning how to live from that recognition. The shift is already happening. And the signs are showing up in your everyday life. Pay attention. Do you notice repeating numbers 111, 222, 333, 444? These aren't coincidences. They are synchronization codes, signals that your consciousness is aligning with accelerated timelines. Your sleep patterns have changed, haven't they? Either far more rest than usual or far less. That's not random. Your body is recalibrating its rhythms to match higher frequency energy patterns. The old circadian cycles were built for three-dimensional existence. You are now syncing with quantum time. Technology reacts differently around you. Electronics glitch, streetlights flicker when you pass. Your phone battery drains faster when your emotions surge. This isn't bad luck. It's evidence of your expanding electromagnetic field influencing electronic systems. Animals notice it too. Dogs watch you with intensity. Cats follow you as if magnetized. Birds land closer than they should. Animals sense energy directly, and they are recognizing the shift in your frequency. You are becoming a walking beacon of higher consciousness. Your relationships are also transforming. Those who once drained your energy can no longer tolerate being near you. At the same time, new connections appear almost magnetically. People who resonate with your frequency finding their way into your life. The universe is sorting your environment, quantum matching it to your upgraded state. Even food tastes different. Your body craves cleaner, lighter fuel, avoiding processed foods, alcohol, and substances that lower your frequency. Your system is demanding higher energy inputs to sustain higher frequencies. The most powerful sign of all? Time itself is collapsing between intention and manifestation. What once took months now unfolds in days. Your ability to collapse possibility into reality is accelerating. This is the leap in action. The waiting is over. Preparation is complete. Every sign points to one conclusion. Your quantum leap isn't coming, it's happening now. But here's the urgency. Quantum windows don't remain open forever. Cosmic cycles, electromagnetic alignments, and consciousness timelines create brief opportunities for transformation, and we are in one of those windows right now. Miss it, and the chance may not return for years. Here's the truth that changes everything. What you want wants you. This isn't spiritual poetry, it's quantum physics. Every desire you've ever held already exists as a probability in the field, pulling you toward it with its own gravitational force. But here's the key difference. Attraction is not alignment. Attraction is effort, trying to pull something towards you. Alignment is resonance, becoming the vibrational match for what already exists. Like a radio receiver, you don't create the broadcast, you simply tune in to the frequency. The music was always there. The radio just became a clear channel. Your consciousness works the same way. The reality you long for already exists as a probability. Your role is not to force it into being, but to become such a clear channel that it has no choice but to collapse into your lived experience. This is why forcing never works, why desperation pushes things further away. Those states create electromagnetic static, turning your field into a scrambled signal. Alignment feels different. Alignment feels like recognition. When you're aligned, there is no anxiety, no doubt. There is a deep cellular knowing, a quiet certainty. Because you're not creating something new, you're allowing what already exists to express itself through you. Right now, your leap timeline already exists as a high probability reality. It's not waiting for you to become worthy. It's seeking to express itself through you. Consciousness and probability co-create through resonance. The version of you who has already leapt exists now, in parallel. That version is sending signals through dreams, intuition, synchronicity, and even this very moment as you hear these words. Your future self is reaching back to ensure this timeline anchors as your lived reality. Declare it, anchor it, align with it. This is the moment to consciously step into your leap. Don't just feel it, declare it. Speak it into the quantum field through the written word. Make it electromagnetic. Make it measurable. Make it real. Because what you're experiencing isn't metaphor. It's the literal expansion of human potential, the kind of capabilities most people don't even realize exist. Your intuition is evolving into quantum precognition. You're accessing information from probability fields before it collapses into three-dimensional form. Your electromagnetic field is expanding beyond your body, strong enough to influence the emotional states of those around you, not through manipulation, but through entanglement. When your consciousness operates in coherence, it naturally elevates the coherence of others. The observer effect is not just a physics theory, it is your daily experience. Your quality of observation collapses possibilities into realities. And the more coherent you become, the more precisely you guide which realities manifest. Your nervous system is adapting to frequencies beyond ordinary perception. You sense energy shifts before they happen, emotions before they are expressed, even weather before it forms. You are becoming a living barometer of quantum fluctuations. Time itself is bending to your awareness. You stretch it when you need more. You compress it when you want acceleration. This is not time management, it is time mastery. You are discovering that time is not fixed, but fluid, responding directly to consciousness. Your dreams are no longer just subconscious symbols. They have become a laboratory, a place where you test potential realities before choosing which ones to embody. You visit probable timelines, gather intelligence from your future, and bring it back to guide decisions in the now. And the most profound shift of all, you are beginning to know yourself not as a body that produces awareness, but as consciousness temporarily expressing itself through a body. This recognition changes everything. Limitations stop being walls and become suggestions, soft boundaries your awareness can move through. These aren't distant possibilities. They are present realities, already activating in your system. Everyone who consciously steps into the quantum leap experiences this expansion of capacity. You're not becoming superhuman, you're becoming fully human for the first time. Because coherence, not willpower, not force, not effort, is the supreme creative force in the universe. When your heart, brain, and nervous system synchronize as one electromagnetic field, you become a walking channel of quantum creativity. And here's what most people miss. Coherence can't be faked. You cannot think your way into it. You cannot visualize your way into it. Coherence happens only when your entire being aligns with what is true at the deepest level. It's not something you do, it's something you are. Real coherence leaves evidence in your physiology. Your heart rate variability moves into optimal patterns. Your brain waves synchronize across hemispheres. Your nervous system begins to broadcast frequencies that never existed in your field before. That is why authentic quantum leap feels so profoundly different from wishful thinking. The fastest way into coherence is radical authenticity. Every time you act against your truth, you scramble your field. Every time you say yes when you mean no, every time you smile to hide sadness, every time you agree when your soul resists, you fragment your energy and lose alignment. But every time you live your truth, coherence amplifies. And coherence is creation. Your highest timeline self is not the version of you that has everything you think you want. It is the version of you that lives in complete authenticity.
That version isn't striving, isn't pretending, isn't performing. That version simply is. And from that state of being, everything meant for you gravitates into your life with effortless precision. Embodiment of your highest timeline doesn't mean perfection. It means truth. It means dropping the exhausting performance of who you think you should be and relaxing into the quantum truth of who you already are. This is the difference between manifestation and quantum leap. Manifestation tries to get something. Quantum leap becomes something. When you embody your highest timeline, you don't attract new experiences. You collapse into the reality where those experiences already exist. The quantum field doesn't respond to what you want. It responds to what you are. And right now, through conscious quantum leap, you are becoming a version of yourself so aligned with your deepest truth that reality cannot help but reflect that coherence back to you. This is not about changing your circumstances. It is about changing the version of you that is observing those circumstances. Different versions of you already exist across parallel realities. Quantum leap is the conscious migration between them. And your leap is not only a personal transformation, it is a contribution to humanity's collective awakening. Each person who successfully navigates their leap becomes a transmitter, broadcasting higher frequency possibilities into the shared field. Think of it as quantum networking. When you achieve coherence, your electromagnetic field becomes a beacon. It helps other people's consciousness recognize its own potential. You become living proof that human beings can operate beyond three-dimensional limits. This is why your transformation matters. You are not just changing your life. You are shifting the probability matrix for everyone around you. Your leap creates ripples in the collective consciousness, making it easier for others to rise. The isolation you endured during your preparation was never punishment. It was protection. You needed space to refine your quantum signature without interference from the chaos of the collective field. And now that your frequency is stabilized, you become the stabilizing force for others, guiding them as they begin their own transformation. You are part of the first wave of human consciousness learning to operate from quantum principles while still embodied in physical form. This scale of transformation has never been attempted in human history. You are pioneering a new way of being human, a foundation that will guide how consciousness evolves on this planet for generations to come. Those strange dreams you've been having, they're not just personal processing. They are access points into the collective memory banks, downloads of how consciousness has evolved on other worlds, in other dimensions, across other timelines. You are being prepared to help guide humanity through its most significant transformation. Every person who makes the leap consciously creates a pathway for those who follow. Your success becomes their success. Your healing becomes their healing. This is how consciousness evolves. Pioneers carve trails that become highways. Share this message, not to grow a channel, but to accelerate the collective leap. Every person who receives this information at the right moment helps bring the human collective closer to coherence. If this message has resonated at the level of your cellular memory, if you feel the recognition stirring inside you, then you are ready for the next stage of this transmission. But I need to know you are serious about consciously participating. Write one word below: coherence. That one word is more than a comment. It is an energetic declaration into the quantum field. You are announcing your choice to operate from coherence instead of chaos. You are committing to embodying your highest timeline self. The field registers every conscious declaration. Your word becomes electromagnetic reality, shaping how probabilities collapse around you. This isn't algorithm engagement.
This is activation through intention. In the next transmission, I will reveal the exact process I use to maintain coherence even when external circumstances are chaotic. I will share the techniques that allow you to function as a unified electromagnetic field no matter what is happening in your environment. But more importantly, I will explain what happens after the leap. Because the leap is not the destination, it is the beginning of conscious reality creation. Once you understand how to navigate timelines at will, once you realize you can shift into parallel versions of your life through consciousness alone, everything changes. The people who comment coherence below will be the first to receive that transmission. They will be the ones prepared for advanced quantum consciousness, the ones ready to join the living network of individuals who are consciously participating in humanity's evolution. But understand this, not everyone will act. Some will hear this truth, feel the activation, and then return to routine, wondering why the synchronicities stop. Don't be one of them. If the quantum field has guided you here, if your nervous system is resonating with this truth, declare it. Make it electromagnetic. Make it real. Subscribe to join the network. Comment to activate your quantum signature. Share to accelerate the collective leap. Your quantum leap is not approaching. It is here. The only question is, will you consciously participate, or will you let it pass? The choice is yours. But remember this, quantum windows never stay open forever.